I know how he feels. I really do. And now a whole bunch of Borderland fans feel the exact same way. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Orc Chief Reviews. Other than topical jokes aside, I'm going to be talking about something that isn't that topical. Batman 1966. Yes, I'm going there. I am going with one of the most fun, campy Batmans for Bat Month. Because barbarians need to be put aside, it's Batman's turn. And you know what? I love this Batman movie. This is a, some people call it a guilty pleasure. I don't call it a guilty pleasure. I think this is a great little side movie. I think a lot of people like to shit on. And the live action Batman TV show was a little crap. I don't deny that. I didn't think it was that good either. But this movie is so much fun. And it's mainly because the cast is so awesome in this. So let's go break down this cast right now and start this review. Taking some of the stories aside, but from some of the actors and stuff, Adam West is a fun character in this show. And in this movie, he is a blast. There are moments in here where I can't stop laughing. And one of my favorite moments is at the end of this movie, and they just did such a good job. Then you got Burt Ward. Man, later in life he got shit on, but this was actually kind of fun. I kind of liked him in this role. He was kind of enjoyable. Then you got Lee Merriweather as Catwoman. Holy shit, she seemed like she was having absolutely a blast while watching this. And then Caesar Romano. Caesar is amazing as the Joker. I don't care what anybody says. This, to me, if you want a fun Joker, this is the Joker I like. This guy is absolutely having a blast. You could tell he's just enjoying it. You got the grin, he's just grinning all the way through. Then you got Burgess Meredith as Penguin. This guy is also very fun. If we ever get another live action Batman, I want to be Penguin. I like that. That's fun. Then Frank Gorshin, I hope I said that right, as the Riddler. Holy hell, he's also good. There are moments in here that are really fun, and each one of these actors does such a great job. Like when him and Joker have a laugh off. They're fucking going off. Holy shit. It's just great. This cast, I truly believe this cast was having a blast. It seems like they were having fun. I don't know how much of that is true. For all we know, they could have been having one hell of a... This could have been miserable shoot. This could have been awful. But again, we're coming from this from the perspective of just reviewing the movie. And nothing else matters, just the movie as a whole. It seemed like they were having fun. And I had a blast watching this. Like, every time I watch this, I'm just giggling the entire time. Like, I'm having one hell of a time. It's best watched... I will say this movie's always been best watched with people, and I totally agree. Next, let's get to the story and the product placements. Oh, I forgot music. You know what? We can't start this without talking about some music. This was from the original show, if I remember correctly. And other than a couple song moments, I don't think they really did anything that wasn't a part of the original show. But I really do wonder if they were taking a piss out of everybody. Like, there's a little opening scene here that just makes me wonder. And I think it was a blast for that. And the music was really well done. For that time, it had fun music. But you're going to hear this a lot. Do 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 do, because that beat is through this whole freaking movie, and you hear it at nauseum. You really do. And not great, but that's exactly what you expect from this. It's kind of one of those scenarios where you have to take that into mind, that this is how it is. So now, So next, let's actually get to the story and the product placements, because this movie has so many product placements. I just wonder if all of them got out. But I mean, geez, there's product placements here. So next, let's get to the story. So our Cape Crusaders rush off to their product placement. I mean the Batmobile. To get on the Batcopter. I mean the product placement. I mean the Batcopter. To fly off to save a scientist who is apparently being kidnapped on a boat ride to America. As they fly by, the police officers salute them, and the Bat Hoes cry out as the Bat Pimp is preparing them for sex and the Bat Orgy next week. Why were those women there? Why were they wearing skimpy bikinis? Come on. We all know why. I'm not finishing that. You can guess what. So, as Batman bravely and heroically, goes on the Bat ladder, he gets attacked by an evil shark. Because all sharks are evil. It's the 60s. Everything was evil. So Batman uses the Bat's repellent to get rid of the shark. I've had Tuesdays like this. I know how he feels. Cut to a interview with reporters. And we meet the Soviet reporter Natasha Kitov. Also, I don't know what the whole thing is. It's basically Kit Kat. And she tries to tell them, hey, can you guys give us a picture without your cowls on? Cool. Fuck it, I'm leaving it in. And Batman explains, no, I can't do that. We're better with the cowls on. We have to have them on. And she's like, oh, well, you're like vigilantes. And he's like, no, they're actually dunified agents of the law. Because according to Batman, support your local police. But I'm not going to say anything else about that. But that's Batman. And after that, we cut to them traveling to the secret base of the villains. And this is where we get a cool poster I kind of want. And we get to see all the other villains in the Rogues Gallery. And this is kind of a fun moment here, where they kind of list off who's out and about. So the bad guys go through the explanation of their plan with Commodore Smitlav, who they have still captured, and they're having him pretend. It's kind of a fun little moment where you see him and the Joker kind of talking to each other. And I guess they have some secret plan with his brand new invention. What's that secret plan? You find out later when they use it on some henchmen. Guinea pigs, as they call them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also get the fun of Bruce Wayne getting kidnapped after he falls in love with the ravishing Kit Kat. And probably one of my favorite movements in this movie is the umbrella rockets. And they use this dehydrated weapon, which I love Bruce Meredith's response while they're sweeping up the good guys, good guys, guinea pigs. He's sweeping up the guinea pigs, and he's like, "Be careful there! They have these henchmen have mothers," and he decides that they're going to, because Batman's on his way, because Bruce Wayne escapes. And they're like, well, Batman's going to be coming very shortly. And because Batman's on his way, they set up a bomb, which gets you one of the funniest moments in that movie is that bomb moment. And the Penguin pretends carrying his guinea pigs as little henchmen he's going to use against Batman. They're going to use use his henchmen in some water. So he pretends to be Smitlav, the British brewery master that has created the hydration ray. And it doesn't go so well. And then the bad guys are like, well, Will he gets kind of caught. He's like, well, Batman's like, well, no, you've been caught by the Joker. Like you've been brainwashed. You were using these because of your brainwashing. And he's like, oh yeah, I guess I was brainwashed. So he sends him away, and then he gives they let him capture the Batmobile. So they get on the other product placement, the Bat Bike, and then they get in their copter. Now their copter gets shot down in one of the most funniest moments, where they land in a foam factory place. Like foam convention, that's what it was, foam convention. I apologize. Foam convention. And so they go, well, what do we do? We got to get there fast. Okay, let's just let's take a car, or let's. I think Robin mentions taking a vehicle, and he's like, well, no. Let's just run. That'd be faster. And you see Batman and Robin do running. Then you see the Penguin sub, which they sneak into the United Nations, dehydrate the United Nations ambassadors. I want to say for some reason I want to say soldiers. I don't know why. What the hell? Where they're on the sub and they're kind of gloating and laughing away, and you get this fun moment between the Riddler and the Joker that's actually quite great, where they're both laughing at each other. And you get Batman showing up on his boat and forcing them to surface, which you get an awesome and hysterical fight sequence, which I've heard was super fucking dangerous. I've been hearing like a little stories about how dangerous this was. I don't know how bad it was, but apparently it was bad. Then we get Batman realizing that Catwoman is Kika, which is really funny. I don't know, every time I see him staring at the thing, I start laughing. Unfortunately, the ambassadors have been spread all over the place. Now, Batman and Robin have to figure out a way to save them. And this is where we get the fun moment where they realize, oh shit, we didn't totally do it right. We kind of fucked up. And so they escape outside, and that's how this movie ends. It's actually quite hysterical. What can I say about this movie and its product placements and how it exists now? My final thoughts on this at 2 a.m. in insane heat with my fan going. Sorry guys, I really don't mean to have the in the background. I got all that clipping and cutting from my frickin' headphone, so I can only imagine how annoying that is. So, what I can say is about this movie is it is still to this day amazing. If you come in wanting to laugh, have a good time, enjoy yourself, this is a great movie. And absolutely a lot of fun. This is a movie that you sit around with buddies, with pizza and beer, and just laugh. And just have fun. I think a lot of people give this movie crap, which I don't believe it's right, because a lot of people, oh, we need a dark Batman, we need a gloomy Batman. You know what? Brave and the Bold proved that we could do a more campy version, and they dealt with a lot of dark stuff. This movie is great. The TV show doesn't hold up as well. But this, because of how insane and over the top and nuts this movie is, it works perfect. What am I giving this movie? I'm giving this movie a freaking 9. I know. A lot of you guys will be like, what, a 9? No. This movie deserves a 9 rating. The reason I give it a 9 rating is because it seemed like it was absolutely a blast. Everyone seemed to be having fun. Now, I don't know, again, I am coming from this from a movie perspective. Like, this is just pure me watching the movie and having a blast. Now, from a story standpoint, from what I've heard, the shots here, there were things that happened in this movie that were bad. But I'm not here to talk about that. You want to find out, you can look up some of the funnier stuff. But this movie was fun, and it looked like some of the actors were having an absolute blast, and it just seemed like such a fun movie. From that foam mattress scene to the umbrella scenes to every other like major fun scene. So that one scene where Catwoman's going and the guy's giving her the weird stare. This movie is absolutely taking the piss. And you know what? I fucking love it. Absolutely. This movie's a perfect 9. I like to turn this on when I want to get a good laugh and get a good giggle. It's one of my favorite movies. And it's one of my favorite movies from the 60s, I think. And I love this movie. I think this movie's amazing. I don't care what anybody says. I have a blast every time I watch it. I'd like to thank everybody who's been listening to me rant and rave. More Batman coming up with more My Batman. I like to jokingly call the Batman coming up now is going to be My Batman. And then we're going to go with one more Batman movie after that. Bat Month is still going. I'm still working on the Brave and the Bold Love Ode to Love movie, little thing there, talking about that series. It's 3 seasons. I got a lot of watching to do. All right, thank you very much, guys. You have yourselves a very good night, and I will see you next time on Orc 4 Chief Reviews. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.